This comes after an I-Team investigation questioned why one DUI arrest happened, even though a nearly dozen breath tests showed zero signs of alcohol. An expert tells Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis a lot of this is due to a department putting too much trust in the judgment of one police officer. Randy joins us now here on set with more. Randy.
Yeah, Tom and Courtney, imagine driving home from work or school and a police officer pulls you over for a busted taillight. You're not on drugs, but the officer is convinced otherwise. How do you prove to him you're not?
I got you not being able to maintain your lane. All right. And my field sobriety is showing me you're impaired.
Do you think this Commerce man is on drugs?
Have you smoked anything?
No.
What about this Athens woman?
They say that I've been drinking and on drugs.
If you guess they're both sober, your judgment is better than a cop supposedly trained to spot drunk drivers.
With you not being able to maintain lane, I feel you are impaired. So I am going to arrest you.
Blood tests eventually proved they had no drugs in their systems and their charges were dismissed. But that was months after Commerce police officer Cody Wood started them down a road of humiliation. He's now been fired.
He locked me up in front of my child. And I wasn't under the influence of anything. But
Shaquila Usher, Logan Phillips, and Christian Exxon are three of the dozen others whose DUI drug cases were also dismissed earlier this month.
Instead of giving him a ticket for the taillight, he got a ticket and went to jail for something he didn't do.
Logan and Christian say Wood never took them for a blood test. Shaquila's results were not back by the time she went to court.
He asked me if I was taking anything. I said, no. Why would I said, no. Sir, why would I be taking anything? He was like, well, your eyes dilated. I'm like, how?
How do you prove you're not under the influence of narcotics?
you can't.
All the dismissed cases involve Officer Wood. In his reports, he wrote that the driver failed various field sobriety tests, the walk and turn, the one-leg stand, the horizontal gaze.
So you say you don't do drugs? No, sir. All right, sir. I'm getting the nystagmus in your eyes, and then you didn't pass either one of the walk and turn.
The officer has to make a determination. Obviously, he's trying to do, he or her trying to make the best decision and make sure that people aren't driving on the roadways impaired.
Mike Blute teaches DUI enforcement for all Georgia police officers. Wood took his advanced class last September. We asked Blute to review some of his former students' bad DUI arrests, including one where he still arrested someone after blowing 0 on 10 different breath alcohol tests.
I don't know if I'd use the word disappointed, but alarmed maybe. I don't know what the proper word is on this one.
He couldn't tell from the videos whether the drivers actually failed the eye tests, as Wood claimed, a key finding for impairment. Blute says what he did not see is a road cop, but a police department clearly in need of more training.
When it comes to DUI enforcement, one thing means nothing. It's got to be it. And every officer's always heard this. It's the totality of the circumstances. Most officers err on the side of caution rather than, arrest.
Everyone I used to go to school with still don't think I actually did this, that I really had a DUI and was that dumb.
The amount of people that he's arrested, it was bound to come back to him. I think it's karma.
Then there's the evidence against Kenyon Rollins, who's still waiting for his case to go to court.
It looked like you got something green up your nose. He said, I'm about to charge you with under the influence of drugs.
Because of what you had up your nose?
Yeah. There was nothing up my nose, period. But I was thinking, what just happened? How could he do this? And,
Well, in a statement announcing his termination, the City of Commerce said some of Wood's arrests were, quote, made in error, and he failed to, quote, adhere to supervisor direction. I reached out to Officer Wood. He did not reply to a request for comment. And by the way, the GBI was asked to come in and investigate all of these cases, and they turned down the City of Commerce because they said they didn't see any criminal activity on the part of the officer.
Oh, there's nothing worse than being accused of something you didn't do, Randy. Right. I mean, do drivers even need to submit to these field sobriety tests?
Well, you need to submit to a breath or blood test if you're arrested, because that's the whole implied consent. You turn that down, you could lose your driver's license for a certain amount of time, but you don't have to submit to the field sobriety test. You can say no. And, a lot of people can't do those tests. They can't lift their leg up for a certain number of seconds, and clearly this officer did not understand the signs that he was being given, because these people were innocent,
Yeah.
and he thought they were not. He thought they were impaired.
All right. Well, it sounds like some progress is being made on that front.
And I think some more dismissals are coming.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. Randy,
Thanks,
thanks.
Randy.
Okay.
We'll still